Welcome to the Conversation on Demand podcast, a pod for people who want to level up in life. We are dedicated to sharing stories and tools through the lenses of faith, personal development, relationship, entrepreneurship, community, and wellness. I'm your host, Doiba. Hi, today I have me on the show, me. So I'm doing this solo episode because the previous week we were talking about all things money, all things entrepreneurship, and it's been amazing. And but I'm also seeing that a lot of people are struggling, and as someone who is very very sensitive to the timing, and I want people to get the information they need, at a timely fashion. So I'm gonna do this episode solo, just to share some things I'm learning in my 20s, because most of you guys listening are in your early 20s, some people 30s, and a few other people 40s. I just hope you can find some value in this episode. So I'm going to be sharing some things I'm learning in my 20s that is keeping me grounded, keeping me focused. Number one, focusing on my areas of strength. I think this is something I really, really struggled with, because for someone like me who likes for everything to look good, likes for everything to be perfect, I'm coming to understand that that's possible. So I'm focusing on my areas of strength more. It's really, really helped me stay grounded. So focus on those areas whereby things come more natural to you compared to you trying to fix you, which is what I tried doing for the longest of time, and it wasn't working. And I had to do something different. So I had to look into those areas whereby things actually come more natural to you. And sometimes it might seem very, very too simple. Okay, I'm seeing other people do all this complex stuff. I would like to do complex stuff. Or maybe your own journey might not necessarily need for you to be doing complex stuff at that time. Maybe you just need to stay focused on where you are you're most powerful. And the more you spend more time, building those areas, it can make up for those areas whereby you might not necessarily see yourself as the best. And that really, really boosts your confidence, because if you're only focused on those areas whereby you're not the best, and people can see you struggle, and you hate, so someone like me, I hate for people to see me struggle. That does not do well with my confidence. So for anyone listening to this, please focus on those areas whereby you feel the best, you can really, really do good work in, and continue to grow yourself in those areas. Then over time, you just might have enough resources to build those areas whereby you want to elevate. The other thing I'm coming to understand, in the era of social media whereby people put their best, their highlights on social media, and they're there. And it's like, okay, I have to do with it. And sometimes even myself, I feel this, I might not feel like I measure up to that, and it shouldn't be that way. So the thing I remind myself is that when I sat down and wrote my goals, I didn't see other people, I saw me, and I saw the things I wanted to accomplish in life. So I trust my hustle, you know what I'm saying? Focus on myself. While they may have gotten there, and recently something really actually happened that made this make sense for me. I recently posted, I invest coins, right? And it was February I first started investing in coins, and by March I had seen a tremendous growth in their accounts. So I posted on social media, on WhatsApp I believe, and someone saw that, and the person reached out to me saying, "Hey Doy, but I never knew you invest on coins. Like, what coins are you buying?" So I had to tell the person, I'm very honest, I had to tell the person, "Hey, look, these coins, of course, I made profits in these coins, but I wasn't the one that came up with the idea that was a good coin to buy," which is something most of us do not understand sometimes. When people show their highlights and you don't really know the story behind it, you might be measuring yourself against somebody that had help. So I had to tell the person, like, "Hey, I had some help. I didn't really come up with, I'm still learning how to, invest. So I didn't really come up with, oh, it was Filecoin, I think, investing in this coin. The person that recommended the coin to me had done the work. So all I had to do was just pick their brain. So please, please, please don't I'm gonna recommend that this is a good coin, because I kind of know how to read it, but I don't want you to get the impression that I came up with that myself. So focus on your strengths, focus on your goals. No, trust your hustle. You know what I'm saying? Trust your hustle. Another thing that I'm learning in my 20s is that the people I spend my time with, I have to choose them wisely. There are some people that are just like energy vampires. Like they suck you dry. They suck you dry. And for someone like me, where I'm very, very sensitive person, and if you've been around someone that is very sensitive, somebody might be a little surprised. They're sensitive. Yeah, I'm very sensitive, but I've had to do some work on learning how to manage my emotions. So, but that's by the way. So I've had to learn how to use my time very wisely, because people will try to get as much as possible out of you as far as you allow them. And all you can do is, okay, while I'm very, very interested in helping people, I can't base off my life, my happiness on trying to make other people happy. So I have to choose the people I want to associate with very wisely. I have to know that they have my best interest at heart just as much as I also have their best interest at heart. Not people that you have best interest at heart for, and you're thinking if you treat them nicely, if you treat them kindly. First of all, do not assume. If you treat them kindly, they're going to return the favor. Some people just don't. So understand that sometimes you have to do this mental check of, who am I spending my time with? I don't want to be around these people, and be okay with it. And what I've also come to understand is that sometimes it might feel very painful. I'm telling you, it might feel very painful for you to like take that stand, but that might be the best thing you do for your mental health. Very, very important. And you'll be so amazed at how, if you give some people space, maybe in a space of few months, people can change. But you don't have to sit there and be the one that make them change. Don't waste your time doing that. Give them that space, walk away from their life, of course respectfully. But you know the point I'm trying to say. Don't sit down using your time to watch other people change. You can pray to them, you can love them from afar. You have to understand time is very precious. You don't want to go through all of that with resentment and bitterness, and they now come out there all refined and you still have that bitterness in you. No. Your heart is so much more important. So leave, please, leave. Another thing I'm also learning is that, still back to relationship, look, really do support you. I'm telling you, people, if you have good people that really support you, that is more than money. So look for people that have your best interests at heart, people you can go to, people you can be vulnerable with, and which is also part of my requirement this year. If I come into your presence and I don't feel like I can honestly be vulnerable with you without feeling judged, without feeling embarrassed, without you looking down on me, I don't want that relationship. I want to be in space and in the presence of people that I can truly be Doiba. So I encourage you to do that as well, because life is very tough, and trying to carry the burden of life by yourself is not going to help anybody. So you want to look for people that you really can be vulnerable with, people you can be in their presence and feel safe. Okay. Another thing I'm learning in my 20s that is very, very important is that look for ways to make passive income. And it's so amazing how sometimes some of the things we do for free. And please, not all of your hobbies have to make you money. Some I have hobbies that I do that I think I can make a side income from, but I choose not to. But also I have other means of making income that I make money off from on the side. So look for ways to make money on the side, because it's so much fun. I think it's so much fun, and we're in an era whereby 9 to 5 is there, but you really cannot trust your time, your talents on just a company paying you an X, Y, or Z amount of money. So look for little ways to make money on the side. If you're good with designing, Canva is out there. Canva is free. Subscribe to Canva. Do Canva Pro so you can really get quality graphics and make money on the side. You can do Fiverr, whereby people really pay you to like do graphic stuff. If you're able to rent an apartment, I encourage you to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. That way you can rent out the other room and make a little change on the side. So I hope this has really encouraged you. Please, please, please don't be hard on yourself. This journey, you have the whole of your life to experience life. That's my philosophy. I have the whole of my life. Actually, I have the best days in front of me. So I'm not going to get caught up trying to fix what is not wrong when in fact I don't have much experiences to see if what I'm doing is right or wrong. So of course, calculated risk is very, very important. And I also think, the more when you are young, people can let things slide. You can do mistake, you can do some silly stuff, and people let it slide. That is an opportunity you have. So in your 20s, do a bunch of things that you just want to try, just so that you have those experiences, because as you grow older there is much more risk. You might have kids, you might have a spouse, you might have so many obligations that might limit you from trying. But when you're 20s, you have that, you have the advantage of trying without people judging you, or without you even feeling like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Yes, yeah, 20s, we basically, there is no way we can have those experiences if we don't try. So take advantage of your 20s, do as much as bunch of things as you want to try. Travel, activities, whatever it may be, classes, and some of which might not even turn out to be classes you use in the future. Of course, as far as be calculated risk, see at least the potential in that class. But even if you just want to do it just to gain that experience, please do it. Most of us in our 20s, we are struggling with the same thing, So find some courage in knowing that you're not alone, which is something I'm telling myself. If I'm dealing with something, a whole lot of people out there is dealing with the same thing. So we just need to look for ways to, manage our time, manage what situations we experience at the moment. So I hope this has really been fun for you to listen, and this has encouraged someone to take one step in the right direction. I hope to see you another time. Bye bye.